Have you ever met someone that just drains you of energy? Like the person just always has a very negative, pessimistic outlook on life. So even when you are looking forward to something and you're like, oh, I'm looking forward to that, and the person is like, they just want to pick out everything that is wrong. Those kind of people. I hope you're not that kind of person. And if you are, maybe it's time to change. This week, I'm going to be talking about the difference between a scarcity mindset and an abundance mindset. Your thoughts and feelings, to a large extent, affect and impact how well you're able to achieve your goals, especially your financial goals, right? Your thoughts create your life. It is so important. I'm sure you probably read it in a book before or heard from a motivational speaker before. It is so true. Your thoughts create the life that you want, especially financially, right? If you always think that you will never have enough, then that's what's going to happen. The first thing is, the scarcity mindset is they always have a negative outlook. Everything is about, they're always looking for problems. Something bad always happens to me. I never have enough money. My own life is always like this. They're always very negative. And you need to dump that mindset this year. You need an abundance mindset, because with an abundance mindset, you always have a positive outlook. Like, this is going to work out. Somehow it's going to work out. I'm going to meet the right people. I'm going to get into the right network. I'm going to develop new streams of income. My mind is opened up. I will learn new skills. I read new books. A positive outlook is what you need to inculcate that abundance mindset, right? So dump the negative outlook this year and keep the positive outlook, okay? Another thing with those that have scarcity mindset is they always focus on lack. It's always, I never have enough. I can't afford this. I can't afford that, But those with the abundance mindset, they focus on more than enough. So instead of thinking, and this is something Robert Kiyosaki always says, instead of thinking, I can't afford this, they think, how can I afford it? I'm telling you guys, true story. The minute you start saying, how can I afford it? Your mind opens up, right? It just opens up and you begin to attract the lots of possibilities. I believe in the law of attraction. And when your mind is open up, you attract so many things. But if your mind is closed and you just say, I can't afford this, immediately your mind is closed. Your mind is not going to start thinking and, trying to find out, or you won't even recognize the opportunities when they come. That's what happens, right? So instead of focusing on lack, please focus on more than enough. Abundance. How can I afford this? This is going to happen if I just open up my mind to think about how I can afford this, how I can live my best life, I can do the things that I want to do my MBA program in the best schools in the world, be able to afford to, take a career break if I want to, be able to afford to go on vacation if I want to, build my emergency fund, meet my financial goals, own real estate, have multiple passive income streams, think more than enough, right? So the third thing a scarcity mindset focuses on is fear. They're always afraid. Always afraid. Something bad is going to happen to me. They're always afraid. I need to drop it, right? Because the abundance mindset creates freedom. You are free. There's nothing holding you down. You can do anything you want to do. Maybe not all at the same time, but over time, right? Like some people say, you can't have it all. I say you can have it all, but maybe not at the same time. Life is in phases. Life is in seasons. The fact that you're going through a particular season doesn't mean that has to be the only season you go through for the rest of your life. Recognize the season you're in, right? Accept that season. And most importantly, recognize when that season ends and move. For a lot of people, they stay stuck in seasons that they should be moving away from. Be very careful that you don't stay stuck in a season in the past, right? It's a new year. It's time to begin to think different. So stop focusing on fear. Drop the fear. What's the worst thing that can happen, right? Face your fear in the face. Face the giants in the face. And just step out and do the things that you want to do, all right? Don't bother waiting on anybody. Just open up your mind and just think freedom. I'm free to do what I want to do. And you will attract the right people all the time, the right network, the right friends, people that will help you. Destiny helpers, that's what you will attract, all right? So what's the fourth point? And this has a lot to do with investing, okay? With a scarcity mindset, you're always afraid of taking risks. you're always afraid of taking risks. Remember, negative outlook, you're always focusing on lack, they always create fear in their minds. And because of that, they don't take any risks. I'm not saying that you should take uncalculated risks, but I'm saying that you do have to take some risk in life. You can't afford to play it safe all your life. You have to step out of your comfort zone, especially in something like your career, right? You can't afford to stay on the same level for the rest of your life and think that you will get any different results, right? You don't do the same thing and expect different results. You have to step out of your comfort zone. You have to learn how to be financially disciplined. You have to learn how to invest in opportunities that might be risky but will give you higher returns. Because if you don't take the risk now, when are you going to take it? When you're in your 70s or your 80s, when you should not be even taking risk at all? Let an abundance mindset dwell with you. With an abundance mindset, you know how to take risk. You first of all take the knowledge, the very, very important knowledge. You learn about how financial options work, how investment options work, and then you step out. And then you know what? Even if you make a mistake, even if you do lose money, it adds to you. I can't count how many times I've lost money sometimes, or I've made mistakes, but trust me, it's not going to stop me from going to the next thing, right? I'm not taking, I'm not gambling with my life or my money. No, I am seeking knowledge to understand what I'm getting to, and I refuse to play it safe. All right. So with an abundance mindset, you step out of your comfort zone. This is not just with money as well. It also has to do with your career. It also has to do with how you think, the kind of friends you have, the kind of events you attend, the kind of people that you walk up to introduce yourself to. Stop playing it safe in 2020. All right. This is the year to step out with an abundance mindset. Think positively. Focus on the abundance, more than enough. How can I afford it? All right. Think about freedom. Wake up in the morning and think about the fact that you're free. You're free to do so many things and attract the right things into your life. This is a very important thing that we need to talk about, because so many times we talk about money and a lot of us are stressed out, anxious about money. And I understand those feelings, but trust me, those feelings have a lot to do with a scarcity mindset, right? They have a lot, because you're always worried that I will never have enough. You're always fearful. You're always negative. You need to change that mindset. Your mind creates your life, and you have to deliberately create the life that you want to feature in. Create the future you want to feature in. All right? On that note, I'll see you next week, but I want you to really think about your mindset. Your mindset impacts a lot about your life and about your finances. All right? Don't take this for granted. This is really important, and I thought it was important to have a whole episode to discuss this. If you have any questions about your mindset, how to conquer this scarcity mindset, leave a question in the comment section and I'll get to it. I will. See you next week, people. Bye.